Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I've got something totally fun. Now, if you're like me, you're surfing on the internet all the time, and on social media I have seen a ton of advertisements for these portable, chargeable air compressors. Basically, you can fill your tire up on the side of the road. It needs nothing other than this box. So I wanted to know, do these things actually work, or is this all just marketing? Anyway, today we're going to try this out on a few different scenarios and see how well they work and whether or not I would recommend one. Stay tuned. Well, I got a little excited and went ahead and took it out of the box. So basically, this is what you get. Now, you do get a charging cable and also a bag to put all of this in. I went ahead and charged it. It does use a nice USB-C, so even if you don't have the cable, it's pretty easy to be able to find one. It also will allow you to use the readout in bar, PSI, or KPA. So depending on where you're from and what you want to do, obviously it'll give you that input as well. I will say that it feels nice. It's got rubber on the back, so if you lay it on the ground, it won't move away. It's got rubber on the bottom, so you can put it this way. A little holding strap. Not sure, maybe you can put it through your belt loop if you're really wanting to. I will say that one of the things about this is as soon as you turn it on, it goes right into the PSI. You can adjust where you want it with this little knob. To start it, you just press the knob, super easy, but it does also have a flashlight. And you never know, if you're on the side of the road, that might come in more handy than the actual inflator. So let's just decide. Let's say that we're gonna put something to 30 PSI, we put it on there, press the button, and it starts pumping right away. Okay, so it starts pumping right away. It sounds like it's gonna do a good job, but really, it really comes down to, can this do what it needs to do? Now, like I said, I've got two different tires that I'm gonna try it on, one that is completely flat and one that just needs a little bit of air into it. The first one is actually on my 1930 Model A. It should only need a little bit of air, so it shouldn't be too tough for this to put it in there, but I figured that'd be the first one that we test out. So we have our unit, we've got a tire, and you can see it's pretty much flat. It's not quite there, but we are going to take the air port and put it onto the valve and then shut it. Hopefully that is, yep, I can hear air coming out. And we are currently at 4 PSI. I do like that it shows you what the current PSI is. That way you can choose what you want. I think we're going to try this at 30 PSI. And how cool is that? Okay, so I have to say, I am impressed. It was able to get that wheel up to 30 PSI. It does take a little bit of time, but the nice thing is with this, you can set it and forget it and then just come back. Now, would I use this in the shop to replace my air compressor? Probably not, because there's gonna be so much quicker. There's so many other uses for an air compressor. But going on a trip, this would make me feel a lot safer. I also love that I keep a portable jump pack with me every time I go on a trip. So this is going to add to that to make me feel a lot better about being on the road. But let's go try another tire that's even worse and even bigger. And can it do that one? So the Model A has a pretty small tire and it's got a tube in it, which usually makes it pretty easy to put air into. Now this is my NASCAR and she has been through a lot, but today she has a totally flat tire. It has a small leak and this is perfect for just that. So I should be able to hook it up. Plus this is going to really properly test it to see if you've got a fairly normal tire on your car, will it replace all of the air? Oh, this is going to be interesting. As you can tell, there is no pressure in this tire at this moment. All right, for this tire, we're gonna set the PSI to 24 PSI because it's a NASCAR tire, and we're gonna see how well this does. Press it, forget it. Well, I have to say, this little thing has impressed me. It's done the 2 tires and only has taken off one little bit of the battery bar. Now, it did take quite a bit for it to pump up this big tire, which you would have expected. It's not supposed to replace my air compressor. It's supposed to be if you're on the side of the road, or even better yet, say that I went to the drag strip and I deflate my tire so I get better traction. I can then use this just to inflate it back up so that I could drive it back on the road. This really will help with one of the racers so that they don't have to carry around as much equipment. And it's one of those easy things. You set it, you forget it, and you put it in and you're done. All right, so I have to say, I have been very impressed with this little unit. It's not supposed to replace my air compressor. It's supposed to be for when I need to put a little bit of air into a tire or I don't want to drag that thing out. As you can see, it can fill the NASCAR tire, so it can fill any tire. All right, so I think that this has a place in every garage. Now, I was talking about my portable battery jumper, and this goes right along with it. I do like that it comes with a light on there. You can choose your PSI. It'll tell you how much pressure is in there. You press the button and then it just puts it up to what you need. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to use this all the time or, you know, I will tell you, I hate plugging up my air compressor, turning it on, getting the hose out, and trying to get to every wheel and tire. This will allow me to do a full car, especially when they're at like 25 PSI and I want them at 30. I can do the whole car in less than 10 minutes by just putting this on, pressing start. I don't have to get anything out. I do like the convenience of it. I like the package, the feel of it, the quality. This is a good product to have. I was very concerned in the beginning that this was going to be one of those TikTok fads that just is a piece of junk. It's now something that I'm going to add to my collection of equipment that I will bring with me when I travel, but also I'll bring with me whenever I'm doing little things like going out for video shoots, and if I need to take some air out or put some air in, this is exactly what I need. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. I wanted to show you if this actually stood up through the tests and the trials that I could put at it, and it absolutely does. Now, if you're interested in any of this, please go to my description. It's got a link to this product if you're interested, and a link to their website. They've got a ton of other products as well. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you next time. I'm impressed.